mean, how many times have you been to a restaurant and you get something you don't like? And then the big question is, should I say something or not? Most of the times you don't. But then someone's going to go on Twitter and say, I had a bad experience. Like, well, I can't do anything for you now. If you were in the restaurant and you spoke up, I can help you. I can't do it after the fact. And so, but it's how does the restaurant respond to the problem? That actually determines, to me, whether a restaurant's great or not. I'll give you an example. When we were opening Gramercy Tavern, prior to Danny and I agreeing that we were going to work together, we decided to take a trip and travel around. And we were in France, and we went to one restaurant in Paris, and they had a very famous dish with langostino, lentil soup, and there was this fried celery leaves as a garnish. And when I tasted it, I was like, the celery leaves were either left out or cooked in rancid oil, and I just, you know the flavor right away as soon as you get it. And we didn't make a fuss. Waiter came over and said, well, something's wrong with the dish. Explained what was wrong, came back out, put the dish right back down and said, the chef said there's nothing wrong with this. Okay. So when it came time to order dessert and cheese and dessert, we just said, you know what, we'll just take the bill and we'll leave. And a couple of restaurants after that, we were out in the countryside at a 3-star Michelin restaurant, and they had this dish of chanterelles with a licorice root sauce, very simple dish. Waiter came over, said, how is it? We said, really, really good, but the mushrooms are a little gritty. And that was it. Yeah. I didn't send him back, I just, said, a little gritty. He came back over and said, the chef agrees, says they're gritty. He doesn't like to wash them in water. He likes to just kind of scrape them, which I understand. He put them in water and it kind of dilutes the flavor, and apologized. And then they sent out an extra course that we didn't order, and then a next course we didn't order. They made sure, so from after that happened, they just made sure that they made up for it. But apologized for it and said, yeah, we agree, and then just took care of it. And that's the difference between great hospitality. These are both 3-star Michelin restaurants, but the difference between great hospitality and just a 3-star restaurant. And so one restaurant, we felt taken care of.